do I get out of here? Oh, let me see. I got okay. Let me turn some lights on a little bit. Okay, I hopped on here. Y'all know I be busy, busy, busy. I literally just put my last passengers out. I do not drive at night anymore. Um, let's see. Do I go out right here? We just gonna turn the light on. Hey, Indigo. Hey, sis. Hey, Wildflower. I don't drive at night. My passengers was just telling me they was like, "You be safe out here." I said, "Honey, I don't drive at night. Y'all my last ones." And so I picked a girl up from work and I had dropped her off. And then the thing went off again. And you make a lot of money driving at night or whatever, because I used to when my cousin first put me on to doing Uber. And it went off again and I was on the phone with my baby sister because she on vacation. And I said, "Girl, if this a man, I'm about to cancel it." And it ended up being a lady. So I just picked them up because it was two females or whatever. So I just went on and took it. But I don't be driving at night because I ain't got time. I do not want to be fighting. Okay? I ain't got time, baby. Not at this age. Hey Thug G. Hey Good Food. Hey Gamma. Gamma, are you going live tonight? I ain't Gamma, you ain't even have you been live today? Hey Tracy. I be on here trying to let y'all help me get me through my work day. I just got on here and I saw Lady T was live, and so I had joined her live or whatever. But when I got on there, she was getting off. But I'm about to go get my baby some food and go home. Yes, y'all. Can y'all hit the like button, please? I would appreciate it. And make sure y'all follow me on TikTok, okay? I'm promoting my TikTok because that's where I be at. I'm on TikTok. I'm trying to get me 1,000 or 2,000 a week from over there. Gamma said, "Welcome everyone into the chat." Tracy said, "Hey, Embria, yes, be careful." Oh yeah, I am. I don't drive at night. If I were like my sis Tanya, and I had that blicky on me, then I'd be out here at night. But y'all know I'm scared of my blicky. I don't even play around, honey. Cliff be like, how you own a GUN and you scared of it?" I'm like, I ain't about that life. No. When I was bad, I told y'all I was just fighting. Okay, I wasn't using no weapons and stuff. I was just using these. That's it. Let me see. I haven't got none of Gamma notifications. I have on Get Your Big Ass Up. I will go live on East Gamma's World before 12. Okay. I know Indigo, I haven't saw you either. She said, "I don't normally get your notifications. It was a pleasure to see it today." And I'm glad to see you too because I haven't saw you on here. Yeah, I see you on my Facebook post all the time or whatever. I be seeing you on everything that I post over there, but I don't never see you over here. So, girl, I probably got kicked out of the algorithm. You know, your sister had to get a new phone, honey. I done cried about that and still talk about it. Cause, baby, I had to pay $700 for that phone. I'm still mad. I told them kids at the school yesterday. They was like, "What you record on?" I said, my phone." I said I had an iPhone 12 and it got too full. I had to get another one. I'm still mad about it. Don't bring it. Don't even remind me. So that's probably why you wouldn't get my notifications because I couldn't post, so it kept me out of the algorithm. Girl, I had lost about 500 subscribers. I just got them back like last week. I had posted a short and the short went viral, and so I got I gained those subscribers back that I had lost. But and on Facebook, I done lost 1,000 over there, and I ain't stunned them. I ain't even worried about it. Hey Tanya, hey sis. Y'all, so me and April did, let me tell y'all what we did. Y'all gotta come and join us on TikTok. Me and April did it was her idea, her vision. I'm just supporting her how she support me. But we did a TikTok kickback last night. Y'all, it was so fun, honey. We was over there having us some shots for our birthday. Y'all know I take me about 2 shots and that's it. My eyes go to looking cross-eyed. Um, we had us some shots. We was drinking, listening to some music or whatever, just vibing out. And my sis came up with that idea or whatever. She was like, I want to do like a kickback on TikTok since we could play music over there. So last night was our first one, y'all. And I know Gamma probably like, girl, you ain't even tell nobody because Gamma don't be playing. Y'all know Gamma is, she had her stuff on calendar and all of that. She's very well organized or whatever. But it was like last minute. I had thought about it because I had got home or whatever. Me and Naya, I had hung out with Naya yesterday. I try to hang out with my kids like individually instead of all together. So I just hung out with her. We had us like a little girls' date. And so when I got home and I was just sitting there and I was getting ready to go out and work, and I told Naya I was kind of tired of driving. So I was like, let me text April and see do she want to get on jump on TikTok tonight. So it was last minute. And so I text her and I said, see, she want to get on tonight or whatever, because she had been had this idea, y'all, like earlier this year. And we just never went through with it. So we had so much fun. We listened to music and we just had our little drinks or whatever. And we met some new ladies. They came in the room and hung out with us or whatever. So y'all gotta come and join us on Friday night. It's a vibe, okay? Where we can listen to some music and vibe out. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight. I was trying to see which way I want to go. Um, let's see. Good food said, "Hey, Indigo." Indigo said, "Hey, Tanya." Indigo said, "Hey, good food." Gamma said, "Girl, I was supposed to start." Let me see. I was supposed to start. I can't see for the eyelashes. Damn eyelashes. Y'all know I don't be wearing no makeup. Damn. I be so glad when they come off, y'all. I want to take them off, but I don't like pain. That's why I don't have no tattoos or none of that or whatever. And I want to take them off so bad, but I just do not want to feel that pain when I peel them off. Trying to see what my sis said. I was supposed to start. Oh, spend the night over there on Saturday nights months ago. Ain't did ish. You should start it, Gamma. Y'all, TikTok is a whole vibe. Like, and I'm saying just all around. Like from the money that you can get on there and make. When I tell y'all, I have learned so much from TikTok or whatever over these last 2 months, I want to say. Um, it's just a whole little vibe. It's just different. The community is different or whatever. And like it's so many different sides or whatever. Like it's a cooking side, it's a drama side. Like I be sitting back watching the little messy side. Y'all know what all the little messy creators or whatever over there. It's a side of a positive side, a supportive side of people supporting each other and stuff like that. It's a whole vibe. Like it really is. Um, you need to sage that car. Oh, don't tell me that good food. Why you say that, sis? Baby, why you say that? Because you know I'm an energy person. Please don't get me started tonight. Um, I got some, look, I ain't got no sage in here, but the different spirits and stuff. Girl, I say my little prayer and I say my little prayer and I just go on. But yeah, I'm a energy person, so even when I pick up somebody good food and like they energy be off, like I just picked a girl up from Taco Bell and I was on the phone with my cousin and when I dropped the girl off, y'all, or whatever, I told her bye, have a good night or whatever, because I just always be nice to people or whatever. And so when she got out the car, I was like, I said bye, have a good night. And she was just real dry. She was like, thank you. It was real low, real dry or whatever. And then so I'm on the phone with my cousin. I told my cousin, I was like, Yeah, honey, go ahead and get up out of here because you in a bad damn mood. Whatever done went on at your job. And my cousin was laughing. And she was like, girl, why you say that? She must was, had an attitude with you or something. I said, nah, she ain't had no attitude with me or whatever. I was like, but she was arguing when I pulled up to the job to pick her up or whatever. And like the person she was talking to or whatever, you could tell like she was fussing, like something had went on at the job. And then even when she got in the car and I greeted her, well, she did speak to me first. She said, "Hey," and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was just like, like a long sigh or whatever. But yeah, when she got out and I said, "Have a good night," she just really wasn't saying, just like whatever. But yeah, honey, gone on. I don't even play that shit with my kids when they having a bad day. I do ask them what's wrong or whatever because I'm not just gonna close them off or whatever. I ask them what's wrong, but you got an attitude, you got some shit going on. Hey, keep that energy over there. I don't want it. I'm big on energy. I'm an energy person. Don't want it. Let's see. I know Wildflower. She said, let's hope TikTok stays around. I know. I said that too. I told Cliff that today. I was talking to him. I was like, I need to go home because y'all, I'm supposed to be at a party tonight, but I've been out working all day. I've been working since 9 this morning. And I told Cliff, I said, dang, I'm trying to go home and get on TikTok and make some more money. I'm not trying to be out spending money. I want to be making money or whatever. Um, but yeah, I told him, I said, I hope, I was like, dang, they gave 75 more days. And I was like, if it leave after them 75 more days, I don't care. I just want to get me some money over there within them 75 days. I was watching a girl earlier this morning, y'all, and I told y'all I be in like a lot of teaching rooms over there. And so she was just saying how she had made 300,000 um on that app like this year or whatever. I'm like, baby, it's only the fourth month of the year. You done made what? You did what? Shoot. When I say I be over there trying to learn, honey, that's why I was tired when I went to that school yesterday to my uncle's school, y'all, because I was up at 2 in the morning on damn TikTok. I told them kids, I said, y'all, I'm tired. I've been on TikTok all night. They just be laughing at me. They probably like, this lady crazy. Let me see. Wildflower, it's Ambrielle Nicole. It's the same thing. It's the same on all platforms. If it's any content creators on here, I'm glad that you asked that question because this is a teaching moment. Your name should be the same across the board. If you got to put a number behind it or just anything like that, do that. But your name should be the same. It makes it easier. My mentor taught me that. Before I even did started content creation. She taught me that with my business or whatever. And I just kind of like the stuff that I learned with business, y'all, I implemented those same strategies with content or whatever on my content journey. But she was like, your name should be the same. Your name shouldn't be a certain name on like for me, my name was Ambrielle and my last name on Facebook. And then on Instagram, it was Miss Top Notch Bria, because Bria is my nickname, y'all. If y'all didn't know, it's what my family and my friends and everybody call me Bria. And so it was Miss Top Notch Bria. And then on Snapchat, it was might have been Ambrielle Nicole. And then I can't think of. I think them might have been the only three apps I had or whatever: Facebook, Snap, and Instagram. Yeah, but my name was different on each one or whatever. And so when I finally found a mentor, and she started mentoring me or whatever, and I started learning about business and stuff like that, that was one of the things that she taught us. And then she explained why it should be the same because it's easier for people to find you. They don't have to think of a different name on when they looking for you on other platforms or whatever. So you see how you asked what's your name over there, and I said, oh, it's the same. So yesterday when I was speaking at the school, a lot of the kids was like, I'm gonna follow you when I get home or whatever, because they have to turn their phones in at this particular school. So they was like, I'm gonna follow you when I get home or whatever and get my phone. and they kept asking, "What's your name? What's your name?" And I was like, "It's Ambrielle Nicole on everything." They kept asking me like, "What is it on the gram?" Y'all know the young kids say the gram. They was like, "What is it on the gram?" I was like, "It's the same on everything." So yeah, my mentor taught me that or whatever, and I teach it to my students in my class. Like, look, baby, your name need to be the same across the board. Ain't nobody got time to be running around here looking for you. It's Gamma's World. If you gonna be It's Gamma's World on YouTube, you need to be It's Gamma's World on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Black X, whatever it's called, everything. Pinterest, everything. It need to have the same name so people can find you. Because y'all know, we're lazy. We are. And people don't like stuff. You have to make stuff convenient for people. People don't like to work for stuff. It's, like, it's this, it's reality, it's true or whatever. When it comes to anything, the smallest little things, people don't want to work for it. So you sitting up there telling them like, "Oh yeah, my name is this on this platform and it's this on this platform. Oh yeah, and then make sure you follow me on Facebook too. It's Miss Top Notch Bria over there or whatever." Baby, ain't nobody got time. When I get off your live, I don't forget what the hell you told me. I don't forget that name. Tell me one name. One. So I can go find you on everything under that one name. I'm at a light, y'all, so I can read y'all comments. Let's see. Indigo said, "You're like me. I pick up energy real bad." Yeah. And Indigo, that's why I'm so like, that's why I'm so cautious of where I go, um rooms that I enter, places that I go to or whatever. I don't ever want to feel like people are tolerating me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in real life, not just when it comes to social media. I say this all the time. Like, even in real life, I don't want to deal with, I'm gonna use Gamma or whatever because she on here. I don't want to deal with Gamma just because, or I don't want Gamma dealing with me just because she's Tanya's friend. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost like, "Oh yeah, I just tolerate Ambrielle because she, of course, she wouldn't say that." And I'm just using Gamma for an example. She wouldn't say that, but I pick up that energy like, "Oh, she just deal with me because of Tanya." You know what I'm saying? Like, she really don't fool with me like that. It's just because of Tanya. Baby, let me pick up that energy off of anybody. I don't give a damn. You could be a close cousin or whatever. Let me pick up that energy like you just fooling with me, like because of a mutual person. You know what I'm saying? Or who I'm associated with. Honey, you ain't got to, excuse my French, okay? You ain't got to fuck with me, period. That's how I move. Anybody that know me, they'll tell you in real life, baby. You talking about somebody that cut you off and act like you, you never, I never knew you. Child, mm-mm. I just don't play that. I don't play it when it come to like social media and when it come to real life. Like, you're not gonna tolerate me because I don't deal with people like that. I'm like, what's going on? Y'all know how you be on the road and you see a car don't have their lights on. But yeah, I just don't tolerate that. Like, I don't want to be nowhere where I feel like people are tolerating me. No, mm-mm. You ain't even gotta fuck me at all. Period. I keep myself out of spaces like that. I keep myself out of environments like that or whatever. Like, if I get invited somewhere or somebody like, "Oh, hey, you want to go here?" or whatever, and I feel like, um where they inviting me to or whatever, the people really don't fool with me, I'm not coming. Like, when I say I don't play that, I don't play that at all. Like, I'm just not coming. My cousins, them, they know that about me. They be going somewhere or whatever, and they know if it's a certain place with certain people, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, tell Ambrielle or call Bria or whatever," and they'll say quick, like my cousins that know me, or my sisters, they'll say quick, like, "Oh, she ain't gonna come." Hell no, I ain't fucking with nobody. You ain't fucking with me, I ain't fucking with you. That's just that. That's how I move. That's how I operate, and it's no love lost. Like, it ain't no bad blood or whatever. Like, we just don't deal with each other. Hey, Brianna. Like I've seen that like firsthand. Um, like with family and friends, like I done seen it firsthand. Let me let this window up, y'all. I be trying to air my car out. Now that I do be doing good food. I don't know how good it's doing me, but I try to air it out when I let my passengers out, and then I spray it down with my disinfectant spray. But I've seen that too much in real life, like with family and friends, like people tolerating people just because of who they associated with. Don't tolerate me. Don't. Like if you're not genuine, if you don't really vibe with me, you ain't really fooling with me. Don't tolerate me. Cause I'm not gonna do that with you. Anybody that y'all see me like supporting, or y'all see me like around, or whatever the case may be, it's people that I genuinely like and that I genuinely fool with or whatever. Like I'm not gonna fake kick it with nobody. Like if I'm supporting you or I deal with you on any level, that means I really like you, because I'm definitely that person. Like I just want to fuck with you. Period. We ain't gotta fake kick it. You know what, my eyebrow look? I mean eyelash looking like that, but whatever. Let me see. I think I need to turn right here. This is what Naya want to eat. Let's see. Wildflower said you're absolutely right about that. Forgetting the different names. Ooh, let me sit back. There go the police. I'm up here trying to read y'all comments about the let's see. Gamma said, hey Brianna. Indigo said, yes, I understand. Wildflower said, I'm like that too. I agree. Yeah. Because I just feel like if your love for me is not genuine, that's why I'm so big on when I say that, y'all. Like I mean it. Like from the core. Like, don't tolerate me. You know what I'm saying? If your love for me is not genuine, just don't fool with me, period. Like, that's why I can't. People that I fell out with and they cross me or whatever, and you snake me in any type of way, I could never be cool with you again. I just can't. Like, and it don't mean that I hate you. It don't mean that there's some type of beef there or whatever. Like, you just showed me who you were, and you did something that I would never do to you. Am I perfect? No. You know what I'm saying? But all my friends will tell you, like, when it come to being solid, I stand on that shit. Stand on it. They all my friends will tell you. And this ain't no 2 and 3 year friendships. This 20 plus. And they'll tell you like, oh yeah, one thing about her, she's solid. Solid. No secrets and stuff that I'll take to the grave with me. That I'm not telling nobody their business. They know that they can call me and hold up, y'all. Oh, okay. There's Burger King. No, I'm tired. I'm like, wait a minute. Was that Dairy Queen? That was Burger King. But anyways, yeah, like with my friends or whatever, they'll tell you like I know shit about them that don't nobody know. It ain't never been repeated. Ain't nobody gonna know. Like I'm literally, they could call me and it's like writing in their diary, and they know when they tell me it's gonna stay with me. I ain't finna tell nobody. Even if we get mad and fall out, I'm not telling you. If me and Tanya fall out right now today, stuff that she shared with me, I'd never bring it to the internet. I'll never go run and telling nobody else her business. I just don't move like that or whatever. So when you do me like that, I take it to heart. I don't give a damn. Shoot. I don't care about nobody saying like, oh, it ain't that serious. No, baby, it's that serious for me. Shoot. Cause I wouldn't have did you like that. So it's that serious for me. So that's why when I cut ties, we good. Stay over there. Stay over there. Turn these light on. Let's see. Gamma said friends should be locked in. Yeah. Yep. Indigo said that's how it's supposed to be. Yep. Yeah. People that I done parted ways with, I don't ever want to rekindle shit with you. I don't. Like I'm good. I'm good on you. Good on you. And that's why I always say, like, I know I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, but when the people that are in my circle, the people that I that I'm connected to, I love them down. Okay, don't play about them. So can't nobody come asking me nothing about anybody that I deal with, anybody that's in my circle. Don't ask me nothing about them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Mm-mm. And I feel like when you can hold a friendship. That's why when people do stuff or whatever, like I said, I take it to heart, but I can move on and be at peace or whatever. Because when you can have a friendship or whatever for um 10 plus years. And like I said, with my friends, I've been friends with them for 20 plus years. Like one of them since we were 12 years old. I'm 38. So when you can hold a friendship for that long or whatever, again, not perfect by any means. I'm not perfect, I'm not no saint. However, I know that I'm not a problematic person or whatever. I'm very chill, laid back or whatever. I'm not a hard to deal with person. Can I have a let me see where it's at. The three-piece chicken strip. Let me see. Can I do the meal deal? Um, a Dr. Pepper. Ooh, I really want a Coke. Um, you could do like the fudge, and then I want to do the hot fudge, chocolate, whatever, and then I want to do a small Oreo blizzard. I think that's what Naya wanted. Huh? Oh, I said a small Oreo blizzard. Yeah. Barbecue. Mhm. Girl, I'm thirsty. I should have ordered me a water. I want a Coke, y'all. I need to get off these Cokes. I'm on them too bad, and I ain't been to the gym this week. Let's see. Brianna said, "Hey, Wildflower, you're so gorgeous." Let's see. Wildflower said, "I like to see friendship like you and Tanya's." Yeah, Tanya, that's my girl. I love Tanya. Like I always say, can't nobody tell me nothing about Tanya. I don't care. People have tried to, baby. Go on. Don't tell me nothing about Tanya. This is my girl. I love Tanya. That's why it be funny to us. Like we laugh when people like, oh, something going on with them. Y'all do know that we talk off of social media. Like Tanya had already tried to prepare me for my baby graduating this year. She was like, girl, you about to be so busy. She told me this when we was in Detroit in June or whatever. She was like, girl, you about to be so busy this upcoming year. She was like, with Jayla, you about to be so busy, and I have been or whatever. So she literally tried to prepare me for everything that I'm dealing with now with my baby graduating, being a senior, getting ready for college and stuff like that. But like me and Tanya talk like outside of social media. I know I could call Tanya like if I'm having a bad day, I can pick up the phone and call my sis, like, and talk to her about my day, what's going on. She gonna talk to me or whatever. Like our friendship does not have to be displayed on um social media for other people to validate it. Mm-mm. No. Let's see. Indigo said, I never met Tanya in person, but I absolutely love her. Yeah, she always speak highly of you too, Indigo. Wildflower said, I don't understand when people say they're good friends, but when they fall out with each other, they tell all the business. That's so wrong. Yeah, I don't like that either. And that's why I say Wildflower, like I bow out peacefully. You know what I'm saying? I don't had people, even just last year, a situation that took place or whatever, and people thought they was coming on here bashing me, telling my business or whatever. I still didn't come to the internet and tell none of their business. And I could have. I could have. But I still didn't come to the internet and do it. I ain't care to. Let's see. Yes, Indigo Tanya is a vibe. Yep, she is. Yep, Tanya is. I love Tanya. Hold on, y'all know me and these cards. Hold on one second. Let's see. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Hey, Big Cap. Wildflower, that's confusing me too. I just ain't gonna do it. Yeah. Indigo said, Gammas, I bet I will get a chance to meet her. Yeah, you will, Indigo. Hey, Tracy Anderson. Tracy, I was just telling Gamma what you had said on TikTok the other day. I had to remember, y'all know I be bouncing around on these platforms. But I was just telling Gamma what you had said or whatever, because we was talking about the power of networking or whatever and how people meet people through other people. And I said, yeah, Gamma, it's one of your supporters, excuse me, was on my TikTok live. And I said, she met me through you, but she said she was watching a video with her family celebrating and she saw me in the background or whatever. And so Gamma was like, what? She was like, wait, explain that again. Y'all know how Gamma be. She was like, explain that again. So I was telling her, I said she was watching her family and she saw me in the background. And she was like, that's Ambrielle. I met her through It's Gamma's World or whatever. And she said, oh, wow, it's a small world. And I was like, yeah, but she met me like through you, and supporting me on another platform. So, oh, is it breaking up? Probably because of where I'm at. Dang. I gotta get out from behind this. Oh, okay, Gamma. So you can hear me. Okay, okay. Cause I'm like, dang, I am behind this. Let me show y'all. I'm behind this restaurant. Mm, let's see, I had missed the. Oh, okay, I read what Wildflower said. Oh, she said I can hear you too. Okay, gotcha. Oh, Wildflower said she can hear me too. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's probably her connection. But yeah, y'all, we was just talking about basically like the power of networking or whatever. And I was sharing that with Gamma how um like how she basically connected me to one of her supporters or whatever. And she was saying it's a small world because she was on my TikTok live. And I know that I had saw her name over here, and Gamma always call her name out. She'd be like, hey, loving me, Tracy Anderson, or whatever, the way that she say it, or whatever. And so I'm like, that name, like it has a ring to it, or whatever. And so when I seen her on TikTok, I was like, I know that name, or whatever. And so when I spoke to her on the TikTok live, she said on the live, like, yeah, I got you from It's Gamma's World. And she supported me on another platform. So you just don't you can't ever underestimate like who you can meet through somebody, basically, or whatever. Because last night on our live, the live that April and I did, the kickback live or whatever, it was some ladies that I met in other rooms or whatever, engaging with them and talking to them, and they joined my live last night, and they follow April. Never knew April, didn't know who she was or whatever, but that's just the power of networking. She said, yes, Tracy do be over there TikToking. Hey, Marvin said, I like your videos. Thank you, I appreciate the support. um She said, not sure if you were talking. Yes, I can hear you. Oh, yes. I was just telling you that I told Gamma after we got off my live, we were talking about the power of networking and stuff. Gamma, me, Gamma, and Saret and Tanya. And so I was telling Gamma, I said, Gamma, one of your supporters was on my TikTok live. And she was like, for real, who? And so I told her that it was you. And she was like, girl, what? And I said, yeah. And she was saying it's a small world because she saw me in her family's video or whatever. We was at like a birthday celebration and she saw me in the background and was like, that's Ambrielle. Like, I know her from YouTube through Gamma or whatever. They are on. The lights are on. It's just I'm in the car, so but the lights are on. Oh Lord, y'all, my child had sent me a cash out request. Y'all see how I get busy. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. This how busy I be getting. Like I have to tell people all the time. Um, no, it's okay. No, I have to tell people all the time. Like, don't blame it on my heart. Blame it on my mind. Okay. No, I got this little ice cream because last time I came here, y'all, I don't want no cup holder because I got lotion and stuff in my cup holders. I'm just gonna have to move it, but I ain't got time to be. I don't like the cup holders. Don't ask me why. I just don't. But last time I had ordered Naya this, and she was like, "Why you didn't get just order me the meal deal? It's the same thing." I said, "Girl, I ain't even seen no damn meal deal. I wasn't even looking. I just said a number, whatever is the 3-piece tender." So tonight I saw it. Hey, totally Tiffany, how you doing? Let me see. Um, yes, y'all. Can y'all please hit the like button? Wildflower said I started following you because I saw you and Tanya. Thank you. Make sure my baby barbecue sauce in here. I saw you and Tanya doing skits together. Oh, okay. I gotta support you back too. I need to make sure I'm subscribed back to you also. Because y'all, when I ain't doing nothing, I do like to support those that support me. Um, I don't think I'm too good or better than nobody. And so, like if I see you live or whatever, or I see your content, I will definitely support you. I don't know if let me see before I get on the road. Let me see, will it say channel activity pen? It ain't letting me Gamma, do you have her channel? Can you text it to me? Do you have Wildflowers channel? Um Marvin, you said you love my family and my kids and me. Well, we love you back. Are you subscribed? I love all my subscribers. Can you subscribe to my channel? Yeah, yeah, I'm headed home. I was gonna get on I might still get on TikTok. Y'all know I'm doing my little TikTok journey. I might get on there. I don't know. Might get on there. I was looking at my analytics today. I was on the phone with one of my cyber sisters, and they just be helping me stuff that they learn from like other creators. They'll come back and they'll bring it to me and tell me like, "Oh yeah, I was on this creator's page and they said to do this, and I said I was gonna tell you or whatever." And so she was telling me, she was like, "Go to your analytics and look at your states or whatever." See, I always go to my analytics and see when my viewers are on or whatever. And so she was like, go to your analytics and look at your state. She said, because with you and I, it's a time difference. She's like 2 hours behind me. And so she was like, see what state majority of your viewers are in or whatever. And so of course when I went to look or whatever, to my surprise, it was Atlanta or whatever. I did not know it was Atlanta. I knew it was Atlanta for YouTube, but thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. But I didn't know it was Atlanta for TikTok or whatever. So it's Atlanta, and then what was next? I think Chicago and then Houston or whatever. But she was like, yeah, go look at your states or whatever and just see what time, if they're in the same time zone as you. And that was a really good tip because, like I said, I do that, but I do it for when my viewers are on or whatever, when my viewers are most active. That's what I be looking at. I never thought about looking at the state or whatever because on Facebook, um, my highest state or whatever, my highest watch state has always been up north, like Detroit, New York, New Jersey, Chicago. It's always been states like that or whatever. So I just always felt like, I don't know, I guess that was just in my head that, it was my viewers are up north or whatever. So to my surprise, like I said, it was Atlanta for TikTok. So I was like, okay, ATL. So now I know that we're on the same time and it's actually my city or whatever, that, majority of my viewers over there are in Atlanta. So, that was just a helpful little tip or whatever when she told me to do that. So I was like, okay, now I know why. Like when I go live in the morning on TikTok, I don't have a lot of people on there. It'd be maybe like five, six. But when I go live at night, it'd be a little more tuning in. So I said I can, switch my time up. Let's see. Thanks for the surprise gift. Yes, thanks, Wildflower. Gamma say you are so appreciated. Yes, you are. Um, Marvin said, "Do I have a new phone?" Yeah, I got a new phone, Marvin. Did you sub to the channel? And I told you what to do now. If you want me to keep answering your questions, then how it work over here, okay? I had to tell them that on TikTok. Coming over there want to troll me. I said, baby, you can troll me, but hey, this a two-way thing. You want to troll me? I'm gonna ask you. You need to hit follow. You can't troll me just just to be trolling me. So if you want to come and troll me, this for y'all too over here on YouTube. Because I had to tell them over there. You want to troll, you want to come over here and say stuff, and you want to troll in peace, I need you to sub to the channel. Okay? That's how that works. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So now Marvin, that's your last question. I keep answering them if you sub to the channel. I keep talking to you. I talk to subscribers only. Thank you for the gift, Gamma, from Get Your Big Ass Up. Let's see. Wildflower said, I would like to take a class from you one day. Do I don't have one coming up. I didn't sell any from my last, but yeah, I do one-on-ones too. And I'm not really strict about my time. I have worked with coaches and mentors that are strict about their time, and they even get on to me about that. Like my coaches and my mentors, they fuss at me about that or whatever. But I just want people to get what they paid for, if that makes sense. So it's supposed to be an hour or whatever, but I do go over with people or whatever because I just want to make sure when you leave, you got what you need, get what you paid for. Shoot, don't leave. Don't get off this Zoom call with me and you still got questions or whatever. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't operate like that. After that hour, baby, they gone. Them 60 minutes, that's all you getting. But I will go over because I kind of like open up my schedule for my students. Once you get on my schedule, I just open it up. Even when I do my classes, y'all, the class is supposed to be like 2 hours. We be in class for like 4 hours, and my people stay in there with me. So sometimes when you doing a class for that long, people will leave. They sit up in there with me, baby. We have fun. Everybody get their questions answered or whatever. You may have some people that may leave at that 3 hour mark or whatever, but for the most part, they don't just come in like and stay for an hour and be like, "Oh, this boring. I'm about to leave." Nah, we have a good time, and we stay up in there for about 3 or 4 hours, and I stay on the whole time. I be yarning and everything, y'all, but I stay on there because I want to ensure that they get what they paid for or whatever. And I just want to make sure that I answer everybody's questions and everything. So, but I just enjoy what I do. The kids was asking me that yesterday at the school, y'all. They was like, is this your passion? And I told them, I said, when I first started out, what they asked me was content creation, my passion. And they was like, is this your passion? And I told them, I was like, when I first started out, because I'm very transparent, even with the kids. Um, I I want them to know that they can relate to me, coming from a small town. I don't be going in there telling them that I was bad, but I was bad or whatever. I was attitude-ish, I was mouthy, all the things or whatever. So I just want them to know that they can relate to me or whatever. And you could be in a small town and still make it out or whatever. Because a lot of kids look at their surroundings or whatever, and they look at the environment that they're in, and they lose hope. you know they start to wonder, like, what their adult life is going to look like, especially when you got like drunk uncles and drunk aunties, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that around you. It's like, is that gonna be me when I turn 40 and 50? You know what I'm saying? So they was asking me, they was like, is this your passion? And I was like, not when I started out. I was like, I never wanted to do social media. I never wanted to be a content creator. I never wanted to be a social media influencer. So I was like, no, this was not my passion. I said, but it is now or whatever. I was like, I'm very passionate about it. I love what I do. I love that I can connect with people all over the world, and use social media to do that or whatever. Like I told y'all, my student in Canada, I would have never in life got no student way over there in Canada. Never. That would have never happened if it went for social media. So I love that I use it to my advantage. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't do that. Everybody don't know how to do that. So I love that I use it to my advantage. And I also love that, like Wildflower said, she found me from doing a skit with Tanya or whatever. I also love that not only do I get on here and create content and be an entertainer, because that's what that is or whatever. Being a content creator is you entertaining. You're an entertainer. So outside of me getting on here and creating content and being an entertainer, I also share knowledge. I also come on here to motivate others. I also come on here to uplift people. I also come on here to encourage other people. And when I started to see those type of things or whatever, that's what keeps me going. That's what keep me pushing, because at the end of the day, I know it's bigger than me. Like when people write me, I was telling the kids that also. I said, like, the reason that I started to take it serious is because people was coming to my page in my inbox or whatever. When I did have my inbox open, people was coming to my page. They was in my inbox. One of the girls that was over here just the other day, she commented under one of my videos like a year or so ago, and she was like, girl, I am having a rough day and I wanted to give up today, and I came across your post or my video or something, and I cried because I was like, oh my God. And I get so many messages like that or whatever. The young lady, Lamanda or whatever, like her name was, it was Manda then or whatever, but that young lady or whatever, like stuff like that is what keep me going, because I'm like, dang, like somebody was about to give up and then they saw my post or they seen me on here talking or whatever. And a lot of times when God will be using you, you don't even know he using you. You know what I'm saying? You just doing you or whatever. Even with, I shared with the students yesterday, I said everybody that take my class, they don't want to be a content creator. I have a student in Federica. I'm calling names because I want y'all to know these real people. I'm not making this stuff up, but these are people that have told me I could share this or whatever. So I've posted it on my wall before, my on my page before also. But Federica, she is either in Alabama or Mississippi, one of them states. She like a state over from me, but she had wrote me one night and she was like, I know it's late, but I just want to tell you that after I took your class, my following has grown. I got new people on my page, new traffic on my page or whatever, new eyes on her business. And she said, I cleared almost $1,200 today or whatever. So it's stuff like that or whatever. Like I told those kids, she don't even want to be a content creator. However, her getting online and leveraging social media, it helped her business. You know what I'm saying? So, dang, Naya, this blizzard. But is this chocolate on my coat? Oh, it is. I gotta take this in the house and wash it. I just washed this jacket. Now I got to go in there and wash it again because I done got chocolate on it from this Sunday. But yeah, just little stuff like that or whatever. Her saying that. And then I have another student, my sis Star or whatever. She took my class in 2022. I remember I was in Vegas. She took the class in 2022. She booked it while I was in Vegas. She had booked me or whatever. And then when I got back home, we did her one-on-one. And and again, like I said, they have shared this or whatever. It's not like I'm telling nobody business, but she was getting ready to close her sandwich shop. And so she took the class and she started implementing the strategies that I taught her and she started posting them. And she said, my business has done better than it has done in months or whatever. And she said, I like just want to reach out to you and tell you thank you or whatever. So it be like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When I say like God will be using you and you won't even know he using you. You know what I'm saying? You won't even see how or whatever. So when they come and they tell me things like that or whatever, and she's not a content creator, she's a business owner or whatever. So she took the class and she started posting you know my AirPod just died, y'all. But she started posting her food from her restaurant and stuff like that or whatever. And her business did a turnaround. So it just be little stuff like that or whatever to why I say it wasn't my passion when I got started because I didn't want to do this. And that's how God operate. A lot of times you be called to do something that you don't even want to do. You'll run from it. And I feel like even with me or whatever, I ran from it. Example, just last year, that's why I told myself this year 2025, I'm like, girl, stop running from your calling. Like, quit running from it. Like you gonna have to walk on in it. It don't matter how hard it get, it don't matter how tough it get or whatever. Like, if God called you to it, he called you to do it, you gonna have to see it through. That's it, and that's all or whatever. So even with me taking a break last year or whatever, I had to remind myself this year, like, you know how many people you letting down because you know what I'm saying. And again, it's okay to take breaks, y'all, but because you're overwhelmed, you're overstimulated, and stuff like that or whatever, take your break and get back to work. You got stuff to do, you got people to help. Gamma said, yes, you grew to love it. Yeah, exactly. Because it definitely, and anybody that know me, y'all, my family, my friends, the friends that I was just telling y'all about that I've been friends with since I was 12, 13 years old, they will tell y'all, I don't fool with people. I can't say I don't like people because I am a people person, but they'll tell y'all, like, she do not deal with people. Like, I'm one of those closed off, real cautious or whatever. I'm one of those type of people. Like, I got my people that I fool with and I'm good. I'm one of those type of people or whatever. So like me starting this social media stuff, that's why I say, like, this ain't nothing that I wanted to do. It's not. I'm gonna keep saying that because that's my truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm always living my truth. That is my truth. It was nothing that I wanted to do. I'm not even a type of person that like dealing with people or being bothered with people. But God saw otherwise. Like, yeah, you might not like people, but you finna get on here and help some people. And I'm gonna show you how you gonna help them. I'm gonna show you what you gonna do. And here I am doing it. Because obedience is better than sacrifice. So you said we're gonna do what? Now let me get my pen and paper. What I need to do? Where we starting at? Where you want me to go? Were you shy with talking on social media when you first started? Very shy. I did not like talking in the camera. That's why I'm telling you, like, my friends and my family will tell you. I had a lady come to my house. She had been watching me on social media, and she was like, oh, you motivate me every day, this and that. So we started talking on the phone and stuff like that. And I had her come to my house or whatever because we had been talking Wildflower for a minute or whatever. And when she came to my house or whatever, when she left, she was talking about me. And so I felt that I could trust to bring her to my house I never done it again. You live and you learn. But I felt that I could trust to bring her to my house or whatever, because I felt we had built what Tanya and I have built, a sisterhood or whatever. And like I said, she came or whatever. It just wasn't a good turnout, once she left or whatever. And she was talking about me or whatever. And basically, the old me, the Ambrielle 5-10 years ago would have never did that shit. When I say would have never done that, would have never did that. My sister they was telling Cliff. My sister then was telling Cliff, they was like, yeah, she done started this social media stuff and she's just a different person. Like, she's nicer. She's just talking to people and stuff. Like, the old me would have, when I tell you in a million years, would have never did that. Child, I done put people out my house before when they done came over with my friend and think you coming in here just because you with my friend. This is my friend. You're not my friend. You can wait outside. You can wait in the car. This my friend. You ain't my friend, so you're not coming in my house. So that was me. That was the Ambrielle that everybody know. You know what I'm saying? So it shocked my family. They was shocked as hell. They was like, where she know her from? And what she let her come to, like, they couldn't believe it or whatever. But I knew that when you always don't open new doors, you know what I'm saying? And so I knew that the journey that I was headed on, mind you, y'all, this was back 2021 when I connected with this person, when I first started on social media, and they came to my house in 2022 or whatever. Introduce them to my family, let them around my kids, my man, everything or whatever. And so I knew that the journey that I was getting ready to, that God was taking me on or whatever, I couldn't have those old ways. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that I had to, I knew that I had to blossom, bloom. You know what I'm saying? Like, go from the Cancun or whatever to the butterfly, however you want to put it. But I knew that I had to come out of that shell that I was in. I knew that or whatever. And so that's why I was like, I'm on my content creator journey. I'm meeting new people, whatever, I got my cyber family and stuff like that. Like, I felt like that was a person that I could trust, but it wasn't or whatever. So like I said, you live and you learn. And it took me bumping my heads a few more times. I had to bump it a few more times. I just told them on TikTok last night. I was on live and I was like, y'all, my heart is so big. So big. It can be my damn downfall. Like, for real. Because the reality of it is, every person that you meet is not going to be a It's Gamma's World. Every person that you meet is not going to be a Beautifully Healed. Every person that you meet ain't going to be a Real Life with April. Every person that you meet ain't going to be a Seretness K-pop. You know what I'm saying? So every person you meet ain't going to be a Shannon the Real Truth or whatever. And those are my girls. You know what I'm saying? So I have built a bond and a relationship with them. And I know that I can trust each of them or whatever. With this person, I thought that I had built a relationship with them, but But yes, I was very shy when I was coming on camera or whatever. But like I said, I knew that I had to, I just knew that I had to switch up the old me or whatever. Because like I said, the old me would have never allowed that. Never. That's confirmation that you're doing what God wants you to do. Yeah, and I believe that with everything in my heart. I truly believe that. Because I feel like when I start doing new stuff, or I get like downloads and stuff like that, like God deposit new stuff into me or whatever, I know that it's God. I know that it's him doing it. Because I'm like, it ain't even no way I would be doing this. So I know this you. Like me, the flesh, I wouldn't be doing this. Like, I know this God. Gamma said, Lord, I wish I would have known you then. I would have told you that you better not let nobody in your house. Yeah, Gamma, everybody, honey, my cyber auntie, she called me the other day. And this is a cyber auntie, y'all, that I always talk about when I told y'all that it used to be one person, Wildflower, watching me on live. It was her, my auntie Tammy. And she called me the other day and she brought that situation up. She was like, and I told you to be careful. Baby, she just won't let me live that down. I just be sitting on the phone, y'all, just be listening. I just be giving my little lecture. But she was like, and I told you, you got to be careful with these people. And she said, but you didn't listen. Baby, she gonna always remind me. She said, but you didn't listen. And I said, oh, she just gonna have to learn the hard way. She gonna have to see. And baby, I did. I did. Um, let's see. Wildflower said, you know, I'm like that too. My husband tells me, let me see. I'm in Atlanta, Joy. My husband tells me I have sucked written. Oh, across, you got sucked on your forehead, written across your forehead. Yeah. Cliff don't be saying that to me, Wildflower, but girl, he has sit downs with me. He had sit downs with me and he was like, babe, he was like, it just hurt my heart to see you letting people like use you. And you know what, Wildflower, I don't even view it like they using me. And I know that might sound crazy to y'all or whatever, because I feel like that's just like a person that me and Tanya was working with last year. You know, people may look at it like that person used me, but I just feel like whatever whatever God has for me to do and whoever he has for me to connect with during that season or that chapter of my life, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I had that, and back in the day, would I look at it like, oh, they using me, yes. But the mature me or whatever, I don't even view it that way. I feel like God if God aligned me with that person or those people or whoever for that period of time, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it and that's all. That chapter is closed now. That season is over with, you know, and I'm moving on or whatever to the next people that I'm meant to help and the next people that are meant to help me or whatever. So Cliff be telling me that all the time. He be like, it just hurt my heart. Like, he was like, it's certain stuff that you be doing. I just be like, this damn girl. And then he said the reason that he don't say anything a lot of times, he was like, because he knows how he knows, one, how passionate I am about helping people. And he was like, I know your heart. You gonna do it anyways. He was like, it don't even matter what I say. You gonna do it anyways. You gonna do what you want to do. I'm in Atlanta too. Oh, okay. Let's see. Wildflower said, I don't view it like that either, but maybe they see it better than us. Right. I see what you're saying though. I agree with you. Yeah. And that's why I don't ever look at stuff like, you know, like, again, I'm gonna use Tanya for example. If we were to stop talking or whatever the case may be, I don't look at it like, oh, she used me. Like, we used each other if that's the case. I've helped her, she's helped me, you know, on our content journeys or whatever. We always give credit to each other and say that we've been a huge part of each other's success, you know, because a lot of our viral videos, we're featured in each other's work or whatever, a lot of each other's work. So I can't even view that like if we stop talking or anything were to happen with us or whatever, like, oh yeah, Tanya just used me. No, like, that chapter would be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I helped her, she helped me. That's it or whatever. We moving on. So I don't know. I don't be looking at stuff like that. I just be like, whatever, you know, like if God sent me to help a particular person or he sent me to help people, then it is what it is. Like, I helped you or whatever. If you help me, you help me, and we done with that. Let's see. Gamma said, great way to look at that. Yep. And I feel like too, Gamma, it leaves no room for disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't leave no room to be disappointed. Like, oh, I can't even believe she came around us and was using us. she just used us. Like, nah, like, okay, God had me help you for that little amount of time or whatever, for a year, 2 years, a year and a half, whatever the case may be. Like, that's over. Let's see. Wildflower said, well, different people are in your life for a season only. Yep, that's true. Everyone is not in your life for a lifetime. Yep, that is so true. Gamma said you're right about that. Yeah, and that's why I don't dwell over when 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 it's time for a chapter to close. Or, and y'all, I ain't always been like this. Like, I feel like it just came with getting older, like wisdom and maturity or whatever, because I feel like when a chapter close, or it's time to disconnect or detach from certain people, that's just what it is. The thing that I don't get with some people is, why when we detach, why you gotta be mad at me, or why you gotta blast me, or why you gotta dog me out? Like, let's just detach, and you go your way, I go my way. I'm a bow out peacefully every time. Every single time. I'm bowing out peacefully. Baby, I don't want to argue. I was telling them on TikTok, I'm like, if anybody think they going back and forth with me, I'm the last person to think you going back and forth with. There's two things I'm not doing, is going back and forth. I ain't doing it. I got real stuff to do for real. I just dropped one of my passengers off at work earlier, y'all, and I said, your job hiring. And I was on the phone with Gamma, y'all. Something in my eye. I was on, not Gamma. I was on the phone, Gamma in the chat, so I said Gamma. I was on the phone with April. And y'all, it was so funny. And April was like, what, sis? Y'all, if you know April, y'all know she say anything. So I said, your job hiring? That's what I asked the boy. He said, yeah. And I said, for real? He was like, yeah. He said, I'm going to give you the lady name to call. I said, oh, okay. And April said, what, sis? I said, what? She was like, you asked him, is his job hiring? I said, yeah. I was like, I got some stuff I'm trying to do. I was like, so yeah, I might get me a job this summer or whatever. I was like, while the kids out of school, I'm going to work. Y'all get April gonna say, sis, you the hardest working damn woman. She was like, I never in my life seen nobody. She said, you out working now and you asking that man about his job. I said, yeah, I just got stuff I want to do. Like I told y'all, I want to start getting into real estate investing. I told y'all that earlier this year. I'm for real. I'm not playing. I don't care what I got to do. I'm bring y'all on the journey with me. If I got to get me a job and work this summer so I can start getting into real estate, that's what I'm going to do. And I need to call my dad, because my dad been in the real estate since I was a little girl, and ask him like what direction I need to go in to get myself aligned. And so when I explained that to April, she was like, oh, she was like, okay then. And she was like, I just don't want you putting too much on yourself. I was like, nah, sis, if I get a job, then I just won't do Uber or whatever. I was like, I still do my content stuff and my classes and stuff like that, but I would drop something or whatever. But I need some documents, okay? Like paper trail, paychecks, like pay stubs. So, but yep. Gamma said, oh, a brilliant said, I agree. It was so funny, girl. That was too funny because she was on the phone. We was talking about content and talking about our little kickback last night. And while the dude, I was pulling up to his stop or whatever, and while he was getting out, I asked him that in the middle of her talking. I was like, your job hiring? He was like, yeah, I give you the lady information. I said, hold on, sis, let me get this information. Honey, April was like, what? She said, what? Girl, what is you doing? Baby, trying to work. Um, they say real estate is the quickest way to build wealth, generational wealth. And that's what I'm working on, okay? And then I told her, like, with social media is good money, y'all. However, it's up and down. It's not always gonna be the same. It could be up, it could be down, it could be up, it could be down. And I've always said, since I got on here and started my platform on Facebook, of course, but I've always said that this will never be my end all be all. I don't see how people just only have this and they're okay with that. And this ain't no shade for people think it's shade. It's not. I'm speaking for me or whatever. Like I've always said from the beginning on Facebook, my followers will tell you, yes, she always said that from the beginning. I used to take them with me to clean houses, clean Airbnbs or whatever, doing my client, my credit clients and stuff. I don't want to depend on this. I don't care that I get paid from 4 platforms. I'm monetized on 4 platforms. I don't want to depend on this. It could be gone tomorrow. Like, I got to make sure that I'm depending on me. My kids can't depend on this. Okay? My children can't depend on social media. They depending on their mama. And their mama got to depend on something that's legit and that's going to be stable. I need stability. Okay? So that's why y'all see me like working hard and doing so much and stuff like that. And I want to start getting into stuff to where I'm making money in my sleep outside of just on social media. Shoot, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. I want to set my kids up. Not only set them up, like I want to set their kids up or whatever. And I want to teach them while I'm doing it. They can learn too. Just like what I'm doing with Jayla now with her little credit cards and stuff. I'm teaching her how to use them or whatever. You know, y'all, my baby credit score is almost 800. Almost 800. She sent me her credit score. I was like, girl, she done gained like another almost 100 points because it was 711 when we first logged in. It's almost 800 now. Yep. Looking at my neighbor. What is they light doing? And hey, a brilliant. She said embryo chat. My sister has a real estate agency. She just moved to Georgia. Oh, for real? She said it sure is. Yes. Let's see. Gamma said roll up to my Gamma. They blocked you out, sis. It blocked you out. So I can't see it, sis. Gamma said, well, I hope my girls are in my life for a lifetime. Oh yeah, baby. You know we here to stay. Girl, you know I just said that in T1000 chat or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, them my girls forever. Yeah, you know, I'm just giving examples how you do. Look, how you do on your lives, how you be giving examples. Yeah, I'm just giving examples. You know, some stuff just be for a season, some stuff just be for a chapter or whatever, and that's okay. I always tell Tanya that she stuck with me. I'm like, girl, we go together. Like, you stuck with me. We go together real bad, honey. You is stuck with me. But I always tell her that because I've never had no reason to feel no other way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no reason to feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I could trust her like that or whatever. No. Never had no reason to. I'm like, girl, you is stuck with me, honey. And look, Gamma, y'all stuck with me too. Y'all are stuck with me too. I'm just being nosy, y'all. Much don't go on my street. So when stuff do, like cars that I don't notice or whatever, they had a party one night and then some people got to arguing. I'm like, I'm out the window, y'all. Cliff was like, you need to stop. I'm like, you know, don't nothing go on in this neighborhood. Shoot. Let's see. Gamma said, and she's not going to give you a reason. I could bet my bottom dollar. Yeah, and I know she ain't. That's why I said Tanya is solid. She is. That's my girl. Then that's why it be so funny when people be thinking something going on with us. That's why we laugh at y'all. Like, it's real funny. And Cliff really be telling me, he was like, oh, they think y'all mad? Oh, y'all need to do a skit. He was like, come on, babe, come on. You got to get the people. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He was like, no, come on, babe. Y'all got to. I was like, no. Tanya, that's my girl. That is my girl. I'm like, nope. I don't even want to play. Look, I don't even want to play. I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. Like, nope. Cliff was like, you got to, babe. Come on. I'm going to tell Tanya. He'd be like, I'm going to call Tanya. She'll do it. I was like, nope, we not doing it. Nope. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go in the house. I appreciate y'all. Gamma, aren't you proud of me, sis? Aren't you proud of me for coming on here going live, honey? I told y'all I'm gonna be coming on here going live with y'all. Cream coffee no cream said. I said I'm gonna start doing more lives. They was like, yeah, start doing more. So that was my little confirmation. I'm tired, y'all. A sister is tired. I don't work 10 hours. I had to make up for yesterday. Yesterday I did 2 rides. I think I made $20. Made 20 bucks. I was just tired after leaving my uncle's school because it was an hour and 35 minutes away. And then me and Naya had us a little girls' day because Jayla is in Panama and Zay is at his friend's house. So she the only one here. So I don't be want her stuck in the house while I'm out working and everybody gone. So yesterday I was like, I'm just not going to work or whatever. When I left the school, I did them 2 rides or whatever. And then I text her and asked her, was she ready? And she said, yeah. So me and her went and ate. And then we went to Sephora. I finally went and spent that gift card, y'all, that I got for Christmas. Remember, Gamma, the one that Sarette was like, girl, it's a lot of stuff you could buy at Sephora. Child, I ain't find shit in Sephora. I'm not no girly girl. Shoot, all the kids yesterday kept saying, I said, can y'all guess what type of content creator I am? Y'all, why all them kids kept saying hair, makeup, lashes? Every classroom that I went in, every single classroom, they kept saying hair, makeup, lashes. I said, y'all, I just dressed up for y'all. I don't do this. I said, I'm normally in a t-shirt and some tights. I just got cute for y'all. I said, baby, no, I'm not no girly girl. I'm a goofball. Shoot, I'm a businesswoman and a goofball. I like to laugh and have fun. Wildflower said, I love Sephora. Girl, I couldn't find nothing in there. Child, and I knew I had to spend that gift card because y'all Cliff be saying, you just be so ungrateful like with my gifts and stuff because I don't be spending them or using it or whatever. So I had to find something. I found like some Versace perfume and then I got some lip gloss. That was about it. Naya kept trying to make me get some, what is it, Rihanna Fenty makeup. I was like, no. She was like, mommy, just get it. It's really good. It's good. Everybody always talk about it. I said, I don't give a damn what they talking about. Why would I buy that and I'm not going to wear it? At least I know that I love perfume. You know, so like I will put my little perfume on. But I was like, girl, no, I'm not getting that. Mm-mm. They have lip gloss. Yeah, I did get the lip gloss, but I think I'm gonna get a lip gloss to Jayla. I got the long one or whatever, and that's what I'm about to do. Go in the house and put my little vlog together because I did a little shopping vlog. Wildflower said it was nice talking to you. You too. I enjoyed you tonight. Hey Tyree. Gamma said have a good night. Yes, very proud. Let's see. She said thanks to everyone for coming in the chat. Yes, thank y'all for coming and listening in. Yes. All right, y'all. She said mascara, eyebrow pencil. They gave me a free eyebrow. No, it wasn't an eyebrow pencil. It was a lip combo, is what the girl called it. She was like, "Oh, you can get a free gift if you get on our subscription list." And I was like, oh, "Okay." She was like, "And you'll get 10% off." So I said, "Okay." And then she did that. And then Naya grabbed another item off the shelf. And so when she rung that item up, she was like, oh, because you spent over $75, you get a free bag. It was like a little makeup pouch bag. I was like, honey, I guess I came in here on a perfect day to spend this little Christmas gift card. I'm getting some free gifts for my birthday. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put the little video together and post it as a short or whatever. But I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming and talking to me on my ride home after work. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm getting up bright and early. I'm going to church. I am going to church tomorrow. My baby got me going to church. I said, honey, I always say God will use anybody, and he will. Jayla got me going to church ever since her baptism or whatever. No, before her baptism. Before she got baptized, she'll wake up and she'll call me and she'll say, Mom, you going to church with me? Because she be going every Sunday. And she know her mama, I be watching at home online. And so she was like, Mom, you going to church with me? So I had started back going to actual church, like, you know, because I be going with her or whatever. So ever since then, I just been like, on Sunday, I be ready to go. So, yeah, so I'm definitely going. I'm going to your TikTok now. Okay, thank you. Look, I have fun on TikTok now. You might see a little cussing and stuff like that, honey, but I have fun on TikTok and Instagram. I do. I can show out a little bit. Let's see. Yes, I love how they give out free stuff. And see, Gamma, I didn't know that because I don't shop in there. But yeah, girl, I got me a free lip combo that I'm probably gonna use. And maybe like for date night or something. And then I got a free little makeup bag. And you know I'll be traveling, so I'm gonna take keep my little makeup pouch with me when I travel. But y'all have a good night. I will see y'all in the morning, either headed to church or after church. I normally go live on TikTok getting ready for church because for whatever reason, it be a lot of people on there on Sunday morning or whatever. So I'm going to be live on TikTok in the morning.